Putting a dip in your hip, a glide in your stride. Welcome to the mothership, the home of the travelers of the universe, with shows throughout the week. Everything you want, everything you could need. From the paranormal to the supernatural, from the spiritual to the unknown, from emotions to comedy. You can find us at Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and so much more. This is R.I.F.T Nation Network, the RNN. And now, your featured show. Shall we begin?
Sensitive/offensive content disclaimer. Please note that this podcast may contain material that some listeners may find sensitive, offensive, or disturbing. We strive to create respectful and informative content, but topics discussed may include mature themes such as violence, explicit language, or controversial subjects, triggering content including discussions related to mental health, trauma, or other sensitive issues, explicit language. Occasionally, our guests or hosts may use strong language. While we aim to handle these topics with care and empathy, we encourage listeners to exercise discretion. If you find any content distressing, consider skipping or seeking support. Remember that this podcast is not a substitute for professional advice. If you need assistance, please consult a qualified expert.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Welcome.
Hey, good morning.
Hello.
Hey, guys. Hello. Grab your coffee, grab your tea, grab whatever your beverage may be, and join us. We thank you for being here. We've got some really interesting stuff to talk about today.
Oh, yeah.
He's got some good stuff. I'm going to be playing videos. Now, I know there's a lot going on. He knows there's a lot going on. Yes. All right. We're familiar with all the conspiracies, all the thoughts out there. Their intent today is to try to take your mind off of that for right now. Let's talk about some of the other stuff on the side. There is a lot. There's the hurricanes. There is state issues. There is governmental issues. We're aware. But this morning, we want you to grab your coffee and your tea and relax, ask questions, and let's find out some other new stuff. I'm sure there's some conspiracy in here this morning.
Oh, of course, there's always conspiracy.
It's got to be. That's how we roll with that. But, it's not something we're not going to not share.
Wow. It's a really clear picture, too.
Yeah, it's a pretty good picture, isn't it? We're doing pretty good this morning.
Like we're in HD.
Oh,
4K over here.
Well, look at us. Woo. As long as you can't see I didn't shave, we're doing good.
Nobody's gonna
can't hide that from
you. Exactly.
But good morning, everybody. I don't have the mouse with me, so I can't stroll like I usually do, but we're going to be watching your comments. We see a comment pop up, or pop it up real quick. We are paying attention. Robert White, what?
Robert in here. We got Emily Lynn.
White. He's down under.
Oh,
yeah.
crikey.
Yeah.
Well, good day, mate.
And Rhonda's in there. Hello, Rhonda. Hello, Linda.
Sarah Reggie's in the house.
Miss Emily. Hello.
Emily
How
Wynn.
are you? Well, who else is up in here? We're going to say hi to all of you. Michelle, hello. I hope I said hi to Sarah. Sarah, if I did not say hi.
Sarah.
Oh, who is? Woo.
Meg Tissure Pasco Hartman.
Wow, hello and welcome to the show.
Wow.
Who else we have up in here in the house? All right, looks like we got a good full house this morning. We thank y'all. Some people are rolling out. Good morning. We're going to try to get this all set up proper for you guys. So give me just a second. I'll make sure I do all this right. That's not what I wanted to do.
We're working here.
Yeah, I'm trying definitely new things at times here. That's what I was looking for. Usually I can get this started with something interesting, which we always do have. Well, maybe not this time. Get back here. There we go.
It's a work in progress.
It's a work in progress. That's why y'all hang out with us.
Yeah.
Give us just a second as we try to get the palette set. Oh, look. Got it. There we go. And I'm going to drop that in here. As I go into, because this is all new stuff for me, you guys. So I'm just going to prep this here and shrink that down. Oh, look, we got it. Always good to try new things. Absolutely.
Oh my goodness. Trying it on the fly.
On the fly,
during the
literally.
Show, they figured it out. That's awesome.
We're doing it. That's what this show's all about. And thank you, brother. Oh, Lois. Hello, Lois. Thank you for joining us. I hope you're all having a wonderful week. On the upside of the downside of all the crap that's going on.
Yeah, it's been pretty crappy.
It's the last week in our society has sucked a major one.
Yes.
Just going with that on that one.
I could both take a sip of
coffee. I'm like, good time.
That's right.
So hopefully you're all doing really well. Look, we got some really good stories for you. We've only got 50 minutes with you, so I'm going to jump it over to Big Daddy over here and let him talk to you about some of the stuff he found. And then we're going to bring some videos to you, and we're going to have a discussion this morning.
Let's do this. I love having a good discussion. First, we're going to discuss dying, which we all die, and what happens to us after we die. You know, sometimes you put in a coffin, sometimes you get cremated, sometimes you can even get put into a plant and become like a human cocoon and become like a tree. Well, there is a underwater cemetery off the coast of Miami, Florida. It is about 40 feet off the coast of Miami. The world's first underwater cemetery is home to about 1,500 placements. The area had already been designated, if I can talk, designated for an artificial reef, so it was already set aside to be an artificial reef. The reef was built from an artist's conception of the lost city of Atlantis. Basically, you know, when you pass away, you get cremated, and your cremains, that's what they're called, cremains, are mixed with water and then formed into road columns, archways, or depictions of local sea life, such as starfish or seashells. Sea turtles are the most popular. So, and then your family members can go swimming or scuba diving, and they can find your turtle or your seashell or whatever that was made out of your cremains. So basically, you have underwater city of Atlantis made out of dead bodies. So
okay, wait. Venice is not too far from that anyway, and neither is Greece. So if you think about
it's like a column. It's like a Roman.
But it's underwater.
Yeah.
I think
like an underwater city.
Yeah.
Of
dead people. Of the underwater dead people.
Don't think of it like that.
The dead underwater.
Yeah. You're swimming by corpses, but
if
you look at it that way, it may not be as magical as it sounds. But I mean, it's pretty neat.
It's something different.
Yeah,
it's definitely different.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people are finding it something they want to do instead of just being put in the ground. Which,
I'm gonna be abnormal, man. I'm going underneath the water.
I mean, it's not like the people who are buried down there can see the fish swimming around. It's their bodies,
right?
So it's not like they're sticking around. They're wherever they are. But
Sarah drops in and says, in Idaho news.
Oh, I love Idaho news.
Yeah, a clump of leaves just fell out of the tree onto a duck, and she got into a great big fight.
Ducks hate leaves. Ducks hate leaves.
It's awesome.
Especially ducks in Idaho. I heard they do not like leaves, especially big piles of leaves.
Big pile of leaves.
Shoot.
Damn those leaves.
Those leaves didn't stand a chance against that duck.
Not a chance. That duck just ducked them up.
I'm gonna duck you up, mother ducker.
Duck you up. Robert can be put into an hourglass and join in
there we go.
Game of Night. Oh,
that's right. Turn. You know, turn
I
grandma
like
over.
that idea actually. Robert, I think you just gave me my way to go out. So I'm endless and timeless.
Well, there you go.
I like the way you think, sir.
I'd be afraid I'd end up like in some like yard sale or something.
Yeah, right.
Did you sell dad? Did you sell dad?
You sold dad.
Did they take dad out of the cane box? Oh crap! Forgot. End up in like the Goodwill or some shit.
Yeah, Goodwill. Timeless Goodwill.
That's right.
Fair for the whole family. Oh my, that's awesome.
Yeah.
My thoughts was yuck. They're crazy. I don't know. I've heard crazier things, but I've heard, it's not a bad idea. Y'all think about this, Sarah. Okay, I can see their point. They're kind of in their own way underwater for those people who really like to go scuba diving and all that. This is a perfect place for them. I like the hourglass thing. That grooves with me.
Oh, it's even better. We could become a cursed hourglass.
Ooh.
And we could be like in some like weird paranormal museum. Do you have the hourglass with the person's ashes in it? Yeah, the people will come. Oh, we put it in a glass case, and we'll do some weird stuff, but not dangerous stuff, to make it look like we're cursed, and scare the crap out of people.
Yeah,
we got some big plans.
Yeah,
not really hurt people, just move stuff. Maybe turn a cross upside down or something every once in a while.
Hey. Well, that is okay. Wow, that was good.
Here's a mess with people. We don't know
I know. I
anything
really
about
like the hourglass thing. Though.
Yeah,
that's a really cool idea. I think. Yep, I'm going to talk to Sarah. I'm going in an hourglass, steampunk hourglass for me. Hey,
so what a happy conversation that's going to be. You know what? When I die,
what you say, Dad? Yes or no?
Oh man, you can do like an 8-ball. I want to get my ashes turned to like an 8-ball thing.
Oh, that's what I was talking about.
Yeah,
but you could do the 8-ball. But if I did the yes and no, you could just spin me really fast, and at the top is your answer. I'm still around and still giving answers and still talking. There's a surprise. Sarah's sweet.
There we go. See?
Look, we're losing. People are like, screw this, we're out.
These guys are crazy.
Yeah, well, it happens. That's why it's going down.
That's what's going down.
Let's keep going, man. What else you got for us? 30 minutes is yours. 30 minutes.
This story here. We are fashion icons. We love fashion. We love wearing pants. Pants is always good.
Well, pants, yeah.
The good thing to wear pants.
Free balling.
But what if there was such thing as necro pants?
What in the hell?
Necro pants.
Is that what I think it is?
The strange case of the necro pants. A pair of sorceress pants, which were made from a dead man's skin in the 17th century, are on display in Iceland. All right, this is like high fashion in Iceland. Would you put on a pair of pants that were made out of a dead man's skin if it made you money?
Hell to the no.
Okay, well, apparently somebody did.
Long and prosper, but damn.
The pants, which are made from the legs of a dead person, are supposed to bring good luck. I mean, everyone loves good luck, right? I like good luck. You like good luck. The pants must be made with skin that is completely intact with no holes or scratches.
Hey, Michelle.
So, you gotta make sure when you get the skin off, nothing happens to it. Okay.
So so it makes you now your mind starts to think. I'll let you finish the story and then.
I mean, how many people do you have to skin to get it so it's perfect? And the first time you skin someone, it's going to have a few holes in it.
Better shave the skin first. Hairy pants or so I was thinking the same thing.
I'm sure they do all the shaving.
Robert, look, extendo maximus. Okay, so now this makes you wonder how they do it, and these two are on. Is there something hanging in front of them? Because do they Did they cut this one person and just pull the skin right off of them? How do you do that? And was it a male or female? Because if it's a female, got to sew the middle up.
I think it's only a male.
So is the schlong there?
There's more. There's more to the story.
All right, let's hear it.
The pants be made with skin that is completely intact with no holes or scratches. The sorcerer steps into the skin, which will immediately become one with his own. So he wears the pants like it's his own skin.
That's necromancy.
Yes. Okay. A coin must be stolen from a widow at Christmas, Easter, or Whit Sunday, which is a holiday on the seventh Sunday after Easter. So you got to find a widow, and you've got to steal a coin from the widow. This is very important stuff here, guys. And kept in the scrotum. So you got to stick the coin up in the scrotum. Okay.
So it's still okay.
I enjoy learning about old customs, and I wonder why we don't bring some customs back and learn from the ways
we're
of
learning
the past.
why. Yeah, now
This is one custom that I do not want to bring back.
No,
I do not want to. No,
it gives a new meaning to stick them.
So you can donate your pants, your legs, to you want to be an hourglass. Top half can be the hourglass. The second bottom half can be the necro pants.
I'll be a walking hourglass.
It will
Put
then
helium
draw
in it.
money from living persons, and the scrotum will never be empty when the sorcerer checks. So whenever you reach into your scrotum to find money, there will always be money there. But you have to steal that coin from that widow.
Now we know it was something that was hanging there.
Who was the first person to be like, you know what? I need some money.
I know where you're going with this.
I need some money.
Travel pouch.
I don't know how to get it. I know what I'll do. I'm gonna wear someone's legs as my own pants, and then I'm gonna stick a coin in my scrotum that I stole from a widow, and then it'll just keep growing. That makes perfect sense.
Gives a new meaning to money sack.
Yes. I gotta check my sack for money, but there is a drawback. There's a drawback.
A drawback.
There's always a drawback.
A drawback.
There's always a drawback to wearing someone else's legs as your pants.
All right, hold on. Before you go anywhere, they're probably the same way they skin a cow after slaughter for leather. A skilled butcher can do it without making holes.
Room for a wand.
Is that a pocket, Ori? Happy to see me.
Did I miss where this came from?
Oh, yeah, you missed the story,
Iceland.
Michelle. Yeah, Iceland.
Iceland, yes.
That's classic. All right,
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
sorry.
However, his spiritual well-being is at risk. So,
It's a necromancer.
wearing someone else's.
I don't think he gives a shit.
Yeah, it's not top of mind for him. Apparently, wearing someone else's legs as your pants and stealing coins from widows and pulling coins out of your scrotum is not good for your spiritual well-being. Who knew, right?
Who would have thought?
That's
such
right.
a thing?
Exactly.
So
So unless he
meaning to Bobby Singer's most used phrase, balls.
yes, he's got big balls. He's got two balls. But there is hope. There is hope for you if you do decide to do this, and you want your spiritual well-being to be back intact. Unless he gets rid of the neck. Yes. Unless he gets rid of the necro pants before he dies, the sorcerer must find someone to take the pants. He must, find somewhere, find a friend, say, you know what? Can you do me this solid right here? If he dies with the pants on, his body will become infested with lice as he passes away. I mean, you're dying anyways, right?
How do you know he doesn't have lice already from the dead skin that was already on him? I mean,
apparently, and probably does. Maybe it's not as bad until he passes away.
Actually, yeah, the maggots.
Yeah,
it's a double layer of. Oh god.
So yeah, if you don't get rid of the pants, your body will be infested with lice. But you're already dead anyway, so I guess you.
What
don't
does
care.
it matter?
Yeah, exactly.
Lois says, "Oh my goodness."
we are learning some stuff today, guys. We are teaching you about the Icelandic tradition of necropants.
You know, this is going perfect for this season too.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
man.
we're going. Yes,
Yeah, we
yes.
should have nailed that. It's going to be like
We're-
Sunday night show with the spooky music.
Excited about that.
Mm-hmm.
So the sorcerer must therefore find somebody that is willing to take the pants and put his leg into the right before the sorcerer steps out of the left. The pants will keep on drawing money for generations of
It's
owners.
transfer of energy is what
Yes.
that's about. Oh wow.
I bet those pants smell wonderful too.
Talk about the funk. He's got the funk.
Dun, 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 dun.
Come on and get the funk.
And they do have a pair of necropants in a museum in Iceland. So book your flight now. But don't steal the necropants.
Don't
I
steal.
know you are tempted
Mm.
out of because out of a story like I can get some extra money here. First you gotta find a widow, and then you gotta make sure you're with the widow at Christmas time or Easter or Whit Sunday, and then you gotta steal a coin from the widow. So it's a lot of work.
Robert, might be bad if there's a necromancer here to bring the wearer back. Itchy leg lice.
Dude, you're gonna make me start itching here just thinking about it.
Oh my God. You know, that was a perfect story to start out our spooky season and start out the show. Dude, that kicks. I don't know where you found that, but that was awesome.
That was a total. I was writing the story right as I was leaving, walking out. That's why it took me so long to get out here. Like, oh crap!
Lois says transfer of lice.
Yes. Yeah, like you get. Yeah. There's always a risk when it comes to wearing a dead man's skin as your pants.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly. Gives a new meaning to crabs.
You don't talk about that kind of stuff.
No.
You don't talk about you. I'm talking about getting money. You don't talk about how bad it probably smells.
Ooh.
And how many coins are you? Is it like just one coin
Yeah, I
taking
guess
it out? You know, I
I guess
mean,
it all depends the size of the schlong.
or if it's the coin you get. Like if you get a penny, there'll always be a penny in there. And what's the point?
Lois is like, I am a widow. Ah.
Well, watch out for someone trying to steal a coin from you
Yeah,
on Christmas or Easter.
absolutely.
And I'm sorry, but wow, that is
You threw it right at Lois. That's not fair.
yeah.
Condolences.
Yes.
Don't need to steal. I will drop it for you.
Well, make sure it's like a 50-cent piece or something. Make it worthwhile, because
Well,
I'm not going to be pulling
I
pennies
love
out my
this
screen.
show. I do. I love you guys. This is awesome. That's why we have our coffee. Same pair of size.
You might think our coffee spiked with something at the way we're talking, but there's not.
it's coffee.
Just coffee.
Straight up.
Caffeine. Woo! See?
Woo! So, okay, well, you're blowing everything that I had that I possibly could do this morning out the water. So, congratulations. This is good.
Gotta love the necro pants.
Gotta love the necromancer. We could put a t-shirt.
I can't find my necro pants. Put that
Gold
on.
coin donations.
Yes. If you ever get a good gold coin from someone wearing weird pants, make sure you wash it first.
Yeah. Makes you worry about where your coins come from now.
Especially if you live in Iceland.
Oh my goodness. Oh boy.
One of those necro coins.
Necro coins. Here, we'll bring your good luck to life.
No, I'm good. I'm good. Just, you can keep your charity. I'll be fine. Just,
Lois gives us a blink. Uh-oh. I don't know what that is.
mm-mm.
That's all right. So that's a killer story, dude.
Thank you.
Absolutely. We're going to bring in our chart, if you will. Let me see if I can get there. The next one is actually, we're going back to a little ufology. We're going to give you just a little bit of streaming of it.
Nice.
This is actually coming from, that's the downfall. Hold on one second, y'all. When I do it like this, I lose the information. There you go. There's your information right there. Surviving member of Apollo 11 mission reveals the truth about the moon. Now, we know there's a lot of this, but I'm going to follow up on this for it. But listen to this. This is intriguing.
On July 21st, 1969, at 2:56 UTC and 3:15 UTC respectively, Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin landed on the moon and planted the American flag. Now, that's the side of the Apollo 11 mission you were told. Here's the other side they didn't tell you. Shortly after Armstrong and Aldrin landed on the moon, and just before they planted the flag, the Apollo 11 crew encountered a mothership, technologically far superior to theirs, on the moon. In Armstrong's own words, the ship was big and menacing, and from the looks of the other installations around the ship, whoever or whatever owned this ship had been living on the moon's surface for a very long time. These Apollo 11 secrets became public sometime in the 90s, after the mission's transcripts became declassified, and two of the most prominent whistleblowers who brought these stories to limelight were Milton Cooper, an ex-Navy intelligence officer, and Carl Wolf, a technician at the Tactical Air Command, Langley. Now here's where the story gets dark. Both whistleblowers were killed under mysterious circumstances shortly after going public with their story. Cooper was shot dead by law enforcement just outside his home for tax evasion, while Wolf was found dead after publicly agreeing to testify before Congress. NASA maintains that the claims that the Apollo 11 astronauts saw aliens during their mission are nothing but lies, but all the evidence seems to suggest that they are the ones who've been caught in a lie, which begs to question, what exactly did they find up there?
So I wanted to bring this, guys, because I found this is a very interesting story. I like this new layout, by the way. Let me close this up here real quick so you can see us. So there is some more information to the story, but I want you guys to go to YouTube. That's what it's all about. This is coming out of Motech, Motech, and this was 4 weeks ago now. A very interesting story, and I'm going to tell you why. I'm daggone it. I wish I could get this down. There we go.
You take tax evasion very seriously,
I
apparently.
know. Okay, so that's some of the things that I wanted to bring up that, you were just talking about. Yep, that was the creator. There you go. So this is an ongoing story about NASA.
Mm-hmm.
And assassinations and all that. This is not conspiracy. We're telling you, it's not us. We're providing the information for you.
Yes,
Noted.
we're just commenting on it.
Exactly. The other thing in this video that you'll hear, I want you to go check it out, is what Neil Armstrong said. Now, Buzz has been very open, or was very open about what he saw and experienced. And Neil Armstrong denied it all the way to the end. However, there is a third audio, not just one that the whole world heard, not just two on the emergency channel, but a third on a secure channel where Neil Armstrong is quoted in saying this ship is huge.
He wasn't talking about his own ship.
No. And that's the ironic part. That's why I wanted to bring this video out and discuss it just a little bit. Not just the assassinations. Oh, did I say that out loud? I'm sorry. But
Disclaimer.
But through the whole period of time, Neil Armstrong has denied until this came out to the board of a third audio of him saying this quote.
Yeah.
It's very interesting.
A lot about the moon we don't know.
A lot about the moon. A lot of things that we don't even know about our own lifespans. Our powers that be.
I mean, why is the moon there? What caused the moon? It's like, I think I was listening to the Y-Files, one of our favorite shows, and they were saying like the moon is like the closest moon of any of the planets. That's why it affects the tides and stuff, and the it's just a lot of stuff we don't know about the moon itself.
Absolutely. I completely agree. Now I'm gonna jump into one more thing here since we're on the astrological,
Mm-hmm.
if you will. So we know last year Maui was on
Yeah.
fire, right?
Yep.
Yes. And the one thing that we know, this is also fact, so don't try to fact check me, duck you, uh, that everything that was blue didn't burn.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's proven
that.
fact.
Yeah.
So, ironically,
Blue is fire repellent.
blue, it makes you wonder now where, you notice when I'm getting ready to say it and how I say this, where in the color spectrum does light and heat not affect an item? This is what I was thinking about last night because I was starting to think about Mountain Dew. Okay, those that wonderful color and instruments of bottles and glass, Mountain Dew. uh, how is it not affecting one single color?
Green.
Green got burned. Remember,
Yeah, but what Mountain Dew is green, right?
Mountain Dew is green. I'm talking about the Mountain Dew.
Oh.
I'm trying to be good. Screw it. Direct energy weapon. Fuck it.
You had me lost there.
I was trying to be good, but I was
like
like,
the color of Mountain
throw
Dew.
it
I'm
out
pretty sure
there.
Mountain Dew is green. I guess they do have blue Mountain Dew. That's one of the special flavors.
right. But I was trying to
I
cover
would
it up
I
like
never
they
would
covered it
I
up.
never would have guessed.
The
DEW was
yeah.
direct energy weapon.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we just throw stuff out there.
We're just talking
I'm
about
waiting
it.
for the Men in Black to start coming through the door right now because we were talking about that.
You know what? It's everywhere. They're not going to just. Nobody would do that because it's everywhere now.
No, yeah.
You know, we have no bearing on there, and they're probably listening, going, "Oh my gosh." Okay, it's not be the first time.
True.
Yes. Just saying.
The government always listens to what's going down to figure out the news.
You like that?
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah,
that was good. So, just something to think about with that. We also know that the meteor that's in orbit around the Earth right now will be here for now 50 days. It's been 4 days in. How did it go from 15 days to 50 days? This is interesting. And two, if it's going to orbit, and I've actually got a point about this because we're actually going to talk about something that we got fact checked on a couple months ago when our good friend Jason was with us. But it's got to be larger than a bus to go into its orbit like that.
Yeah.
And to separate away. And we're actually going to talk about Oumuamua a little bit because our good friends at Angry Astronaut, he did a report on that too. So we got some coming out of that.
Keep track of what's going on with that.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Well, okay. While we're on this subject, and you guys chime in whenever. While we're on this, okay, Oumuamua, yeah. We know this thing, this whatever's out there is large enough to do an orbit and accelerate it for 50 days. I don't know how they got an exact measurement on that. But how much space junk? Science. How much space junk is out there around the Earth anyway? And
A lot.
Not just from us, but from other places. Rob, second orbit is getting its engines worked on. There you go. This leads us into the notorious Black Knight. And we're gonna talk about that in just a few minutes. But it is interesting. So this thing must not be as big as the Black Knight because the Black Knight has been in orbit.
Yeah.
I didn't say it was a satellite, so don't try to come after me, you bastards. But Black Knight is some piece of space material in orbit around the Earth. Is that good? I think I didn't.
But if it's orbiting, it's not a man-made satellite, but isn't it kind of a satellite? Isn't that just the name of something that's orbiting the Earth?
I would think that would be a great definition. Fact checkers,
Yeah.
duck that to you. I like that. I mean, I think so.
It's still a satellite, just not a man-made
Satellite.
You're right.
So this thing has to be as big, if not bigger, than that. So we know that for the fact. That's another interesting part. That's why I bring that
I
up.
don't know what it is, though.
I don't know. We don't even know. Speculations.
But going back to Hawaii,
Yeah. Okay.
what do you think caused? Because I've seen people talk about seeing a green flash of light before it happened, or green ray. But you don't know. We're just talking.
Wasn't there? I didn't see it.
I didn't see it, but I've heard people talk about it. But it's the internet, so it's like
anything's possible.
Yeah, people can say anything. But what did they see?
Did they
see anything?
I'm going to say it like this, and I made a post, and I was talking about this last night. I stopped watching the standard news years and years and years ago, and we're seeing throughout social media and television now false information being put out
all the time.
How do we know what's right and what's wrong? How do we know? How do we know? Because one person said, "Oh, this is a UFO." How do we know? If I wasn't there, this is what we've been talking about, the paranormal. You can't disclaim somebody that says, "I saw something," because you weren't there. You cannot confirm nor deny.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's really you have to go by their word. That's why it's good to never put stuff out there that can easily be debunked, or or put stuff out there that is fake.
If you don't have a hard skin.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if you don't, because once you put that out there, then people will always have that in the back of their mind when you actually put something out there that's legit.
We've seen that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Look, Austin was just here. Oh, mad props, by the way. I want to give mad props to Austin and his crew. Okay. They just finished their documentary on Selma Mansion, a location that I spent a lot of time at, and they did a great job. Yeah, sure, that's great. Okay. If he wants to,
yeah,
I'm good with that.
Sorry.
Let's put that at the end. They just got some news, and Ryan's going to deliver that at the end of the show. That's great. Tell him thank you. So remember when we're doing this and where we're at. The next one we're going to bring up, or that I want to bring up, is something that I find that's interesting, and I'm going to play it all the way through. It's 6 minutes and 33 seconds. Yeah.
Take care of some business.
You got it. It's 6 minutes and 33 seconds. It's called the Bosher Shocking Future Predictions, and I think you guys need to watch this. So let me bring it up.
Hopefully they're happy future predictions.
Unfortunately, I don't think so, amigo.
Oh.
Yeah, I know more. But let me get this set for y'all. And check this out.
Did he ever give you anything in regards to what's happening in society in the future? Like, hey, like there's going to be this movement, there's going to be AI.
It's very rare. It's very rare. He has left breadcrumbs for me for my personal journey to figure things out. But it's very rare that he will make a prediction for society because, number one, he says there's no such thing as a prediction of the future. There are many probabilities. When someone makes a prediction, they may be psychically sensing the energy that exists at the moment the prediction is made of the present. And they're saying, if this energy doesn't change, this will unfold and it will manifest and it will come to pass. But predictions are predictions of the energy at the present. They're not of the future. They are warnings, or they are, announcements of what might happen, what might be probable if the energy doesn't change in this moment. That means that some predictions being made known will render themselves obsolete if you don't like what they're telling you. So sometimes a prediction that doesn't come true doesn't mean that the psychic was wrong. It may mean simply that everyone said, we don't prefer that. Let's change the energy. Whether they do that consciously or unconsciously doesn't matter. If the energy changes, then the prediction will not come to pass. However, the few times that Bashar has been willing to make predictions, it's, as he's explained it, because the energy momentum behind this is so powerful, it's unlikely to change direction. And therefore, they feel comfortable saying, look, this is where the energy is going. Not that you still can't change it, but it is got so much momentum behind it. We feel it's unlikely to change. So we're preparing you for this because it seems like this will happen. So here you go. Now, the three that I can mention, number one was in 1998, and this is on a recording. In 1998, he said, but before the end of 2001, New York would have a terrorist attack. Obviously, that came true. Mm-hmm. The second one was, I think it was a year or two beforehand, he said, and this was obviously having to do with the elections in the United States. He said, in 2016, after 2016, everything will change. And you will look back at things beyond that you will trace back to the fact that things changed in 2016 and will never be the same. That has obviously come true. Look where we are today. The last prediction he has made, somewhere around the end of 2026 or the beginning of 2027, there will be some sort of a UFO event that will let humanity know we are not alone. Now, he won't say what that is, but he's basically saying this will be the true beginning of open contact, where you now have to consider the reality that there are others in the cosmos other than yourself. So somewhere at the end of 26, somewhere around the beginning of 27, some incident is supposed to occur that will kind of open our eyes to the fact that we're not alone in the universe. Again, he won't say what that is yet. He's going to be talking more about what contact may look like when it happens in the upcoming Sedona transmission in September. But that's his latest prediction. And I've actually heard a couple of other psychics say something very similar, like open contact and disclosure and the introduction of ETs to humanity is only a few years away. It's really close. So it's been echoed by several other psychics independently. So something is happening that is happening in our consciousness that has made us ready for the first steps of contact, I think.
Well, if that does happen, from what you told me before, is like if Bashar showed up today and walked off of a spaceship and walked towards us, we wouldn't be able to handle his frequency. Right. His frequency would be so much. I'm assuming that the contact that's coming is at a frequency that we can handle?
Yes. So it's something more similar to us, something that would be more humanoid, something we can handle at first, something of a frequency. And you have to also remember that I'm not saying that this event means they're going to land and step out.
Right.
It's an event. I don't know what that means, but we'll see. But
it could be in the front, the White House front lawn. It could be.
I doubt it.
I doubt it too.
Yeah, but it will be something that is unquestionable. So obviously they would know what they're doing and it would be something we can handle. So they will leave it up to us in terms of how to react to that, but it will be something we can probably handle. Otherwise, it would make no sense to do it.
So you guys, what do you think? I think this is very interesting. Let's see, it might be the Armada becoming visible on their way here. They will get here in 7 years' time. All right, now that's interesting. You said that, Robert, because isn't it interesting? We were just talking about Oumuamua. Is there any connections to what we're experiencing now? And while this was playing, Brian and I were actually talking about it. um, the cause and effects. What could be? There it is. I want to grab that because this is a perfect timing for that. I'm gonna. Oh no! Get the Come on, you guys. Okay, there we go. I had to get that set up. So while we were playing this video, Ryan and I were talking and going, this is very possible. Now, those who do not know Bashar, who he was referenced to, please do the research. That's why we do the show. We want you guys to go look it up. Go check it on YouTube. Everything that we have comes from YouTube as far as the videos and productions, because we're supporting the YouTube content creators.
Yeah.
And we're just delivering it to you guys because y'all might not know where to see it, find it, or whatever, and that's what we're doing. But you'll find that this individual who's giving predictions is very wise and is from overseas. I think that's a good way of putting it.
Yeah.
But did you hear what he was talking about mediumship and predictions? That's another reason why I wanted to show that. He explained mediumships and predictions of the future, and it can change. You can change situations.
Yeah.
That's what I felt was awesome.
It's a lot easier to change situations on a personal level than it would be to change situations on a more macro level. As far as like, person can change, people in whole have a hard time changing. So if you make a prediction for like we're going to see something is going to happen, like an attack is going to happen on a group of people if we don't change, that's going to be harder to stop than it would be for a personal. If you don't change, this is what's going to happen to you personally, because you're in charge of yourself. But you got to convince a whole lot of people to make the changes necessary to avoid, other things happening.
Yep, absolutely. And at the end, he was talking about contact 26, 20,
Yeah.
25, 26, 26, 27.
26, 27.
Yeah. Now, here's the thing, and I agree. We were talking about this too. Society is not ready for that yet. Maybe the reason why some of this has started is to prep us for that big event, if you will, whatever that event might be. I personally, and I was telling Ryan, I personally thought it was going to be this year. I did. I felt like this year was going to be the year that something like that was going to. It could still be November. Energy still says something unusual is going to happen. However,
I hope it's nothing to do with the election.
Oh, that's going to be an interesting point too.
Yeah.
I don't want to go there, but conspiracy thought is if you get rid of Florida and North Carolina, the votes are going to change. That's all I'll say. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
And I don't want to get political either, but we can look at that and, who knows what's going to happen with that. We can always pray for the best.
Yeah, so from there,
Focus
send
our-
prayers for everyone who's been affected.
Focus our energy.
Yes.
Put positiveness out there. Oh, wow, something big just dropped. And why are we not? There it is. Hold on, Robert. You want to read that?
Of course, you can change. The feeling of the individual can alter a singular prediction. If you have a mass gathering of people that can address what goes on.
There it is.
Yeah.
There it is. We got 2 words for you if you don't understand that. I'm not going to go there.
And you could, if you have someone, you can. People want to be led. There are people who want to be led.
Mm-hmm.
People who went down and drank the Kool-Aid because they wanted to believe in something. If you get someone who can talk, and convince,
Man, I didn't want to go there on this one either, but you just walked right into it and opened the door for me. And I'm going, I don't know if I want to talk about this because I want to get Momo in, but you're right.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying you getting the liquid contact of 2020 in you is bad or good. Like how about that? Yeah. However, I've seen a lot of reports and I've been paying a lot of attention to the doctors and to scientists and something to the fact of blue lights. Here comes the word blue again. and frequency, 5G to 6G, may cause some kind of reaction in the future. That is why there's supposedly a lot of blue lights going up around
The LED, those lights, because I put one of those lights in our apartment, and it's like I'm sitting at an old office.
Mm,
It's just the light is so, like you said, blue.
yeah.
It's amazing what people will believe if you just put the words experts say. They don't talk about what experts they are,
Yeah.
or scientists say. Like, okay, who are the scientists? But no one questions that. All I get to say is the experts say this is what you need to do.
That's right.
Well, okay, who?
Yeah.
I mean,
You're exactly right. You're exactly right. And I'm glad you said it that way. Now, we're not going to be able to give you the whole time on this one. We're getting ready to come up. But give us a few minutes. Then I'm going to hand this whole thing over to Ryan and let
we've
him.
got a special guest coming on in a few.
Oh, okay.
He's going to come in and talk about what he wants to talk about. I'm going to give him my chair.
Okay. Sounds good to me. Let's bring this up. And I want y'all, of course, this is from our friend, the Angry Astronaut.
A good friend.
Our good friend. I really like this man. He's a smart, intelligent man with a lot of respect.
No why he's so
back
angry.
up.
On today's Angry Alien Bulletin, in 1998, during an infamous mission where the space shuttle was constructing the International Space Station, a strange object was photographed by the astronauts and put out for the world to see without a great deal of explanation, at least at first. And ever since that time, this object, which has become known as the Black Knight satellite, has generated all sorts of conspiracy theories and stories about what it might be, how long it might have been there, and what its objective is. But in addition, this satellite has also triggered a lot of controversy and a lot of skepticism. And to make matters worse, a lot of truly terrible CGI, as the object has allegedly reappeared and reappeared for the ISS astronauts to see, sometimes even when they're not fully aware of it. So is there anything to this? Is this object just something that happened to float away from the space station while it was under construction, as NASA claims? And if that is the case, are there other examples that we can point to of objects that we know were lost from the International Space Station to do a reasonable comparison? And even if this is a completely mundane object, are there other objects in orbit that we can't quite so easily account for and might actually represent an extraterrestrial presence that's been sitting in plain sight for decades, if not centuries? Well, spoiler alert, there's a team of astronomers, respected astronomers who have peer-reviewed studies to back them up, who believe that this is indeed the case. And we're going to get to all of this right now.
So we're probably not going to be able to get to Oumuamua, but Angry Astronaut, go check it out on YouTube, just like the WF files, the Y files, and all of the YouTube content creators, great people. Yeah,
good talking to you.
So definitely something worth checking out. There is an announcement that I was asked if they could be made, and I'm like, absolutely, I don't have a problem with it. Already been communicating with the storm riders to alter the hurricane speed and angle of approach. They have slowed from top speed so far, have been asking them to go slightly south. There you go. Well, thank you, Robert, for letting us know that too. Check out all of the content. There's so much more. If we can provide a YouTube creator to you and we deem it worthy, you're going to see it right here. Discussion. That's why we do what we do, giving you the opportunity to communicate and talk with us amongst like-minded individuals. That's why I love this show. That's why I started doing the show. It's just started out as a hangout, and now this show is really turned into something special. And I really enjoy doing it with Ryan, and enjoy giving you information, and we can discuss it. So, with that being said, there is a good announcement that's being prepped and getting ready for you to hear. So you get to hear it first right here on audio video, right here in public access. If you will, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce Dennis Eslock of the Cabin on 360. Come on in.
Hey, guys. What's the good word, folks?
Good morning to you. So we hear you have some big news.
I do.
Well, it's all yours, sir.
So for several months, everybody knows the Cabin on 360 has not been taking bookings. There was a sale potential. Jones Realty and Construction decided after 40 plus years they wanted off their books. So they asked us to clear out. I think the three of us can agree we don't want to see this property leave the paranormal community. It's way too much activity. It's way too endeared and beloved by all of those that have visited. So I took a chance on faith in you guys in the paranormal community. Hi, I'm Dennis Eslock. I'm the proprietor of the Cabin on 360. Bookings are open. Message the cabin page. Until I get the website up and running and the booking calendar working properly, which right now we really don't want to talk about that because that one. So we have discovered Dennis is a lot of things. He is not a webmaster, and this thing has gone to shit. So you can go check out the cabinon360.com. The only problem is nothing on it works right now. Don't try booking it. I won't know.
Go straight.
Yeah, go straight to the Cabin on 360 Facebook page. Ryan's done an awesome job setting that up. Ryan is going to be our social media manager. We'll get your message. I'll get you on the calendar. We'll get you booked in. I'm hoping that we can take off with a good running start. So what I'm going to do is for the next 30 days, it's 10% off all bookings. I can't carry that long because obviously with taking over, there's a ton of overhead that wasn't here before. So the rates have gone up. Unfortunately, we tried to figure out how not to do that, but our option was we lose it. My biggest fear, I think all of our biggest fear, was they'd start a bulldozer out front and stop it out back.
Yeah. That's probably what would have happened.
Yeah, that was my biggest fear. So what we're doing is Sunday night through Friday night, the times are still the same. You still get it for 7 p.m. to 9 a.m., so 14 hours. But Sunday through Friday is $600. Saturday nights are $700. You get both buildings. You get all of the woods. There's a total of 7 acres here. You're situated on battlefields from the battles of Bethesda Church during the Civil War. All 3 areas have proven to be just hugely active. So if you're not familiar with the Cabin on 360, go on YouTube, man. There's so many posts out there. Look up Forgotten Explorations. Look up Beyond the Badge. Look up The Twisted Realm.
Look up the Cabin on 360.
Yeah, just look up the Cabin on 360 on YouTube, and you'll have plenty of hours of entertainment to watch. And I'm hoping that I can get some of the TV personalities out here. I think in comparison to some of the locations they've done on TV, we'll blow them away.
A lot of people have said that this location really has a lot more activity than most of the popular locations that they have been to. So that's on file. That's on social media. It's in your face.
That is. we don't ask them to tell us. We don't ask for them for that kind of publicity. They come to us and they tell us that this is the most active location they've been to, unprompted.
Yeah.
They'll be like, they'll tell us on their own, dude, this place is messed up.
I want to add something here. Not only are you getting the cabin on these weekends or through the week period of time, but you're in a prime location here in historic Mechanicsville. If you come to the cabin, you're renting it out, your opportunity to voyage out throughout during the day to check out this other locations, the Civil War locations around and other historical monuments in and around central Richmond. You got a prime opportunity a whole weekend or throughout the week to do so. A whole package.
Yeah.
Whole package.
Speaking of other locations, we're situated 3 miles from Cold Harbor Battlefield that has the distinct honor of the highest per capita death rate of the entire Civil War. Became known as Grant's Folly.
Mm-hmm.
After the Civil War ended, when he was asked what his greatest regret was, his response was that he underestimated the Confederates at Cold Harbor because they just wiped his men out.
Mm-hmm.
So you get great investigation at this location. You get all those other areas around us, beautiful historic battlefields. You got Gaines Mill at 3.5 miles away.
Nothing is far away. Nothing is far away from here.
And we got a Wawa just 5 minutes up
Yeah,
the
yeah.
road.
Wawa. Get your good coffee on. Get your good coffee on. But yeah, pity you aren't near Salem. The two Aussie ladies, Anne and Renita, for frightfully good, are heading there for Halloween. Now, which Salem? Are you talking about Salem, Virginia, or Salem, Mass? So there's two serious Salem. So I want to clarify that real quick, Rob. And if it's Salem, Mass, we totally understand that part. Yeah, too bad.
8 hours?
It's
6 hours?
I think it's
No, Salem, Mass is only about 6 hours.
I think it's about 6 hours. Yeah. So it's really not that bad if you're coming in from outside the country.
Yeah. And you don't have to pay additional for a hotel room. You can stay right here. Throw a cot, throw a sleeping bag up in the loft or right here in the main room, crash out.
There you go.
Investigate the whole weekend. So one thing I have to clarify, there are no sleeping quarters here. There are no beds. There are no, it's not a bed and breakfast. I'm not coming in and serve you breakfast. But you can throw a cot on the ground, air mattresses. We happen to have a few here that have been left by teams over the years.
But you do have a somewhat full, commercial thing in the kitchen area.
Oh, yeah.
You got microwave, you got a deep fryer, you got a refrigerator. So there are items here to help you get through. And if you didn't want to leave, I just want to put that in there.
Bring your own food, though.
Give them grits.
Why you left.
Right.
Yeah, so there you go, brother.
There you go.
You were the first one to announce it. The Cabin on 360 is open for bookings.
And there you go, travelers and those alike. We wanted to end the show, and Dennis, I appreciate you coming out on the show and making this announcement for you guys. So pass it on to your friends. Let them know the cabin is up and running and business as usual, if not better. So make sure to start looking now. It's Halloween spooky season. Time to get involved. And on that note, we're going to close this out. Have a great week. We will see you Sunday night right here on the Orion Effect on the Rift Nation Network. We look forward to speaking with the gentlemen that have been here a few times now. The Shadows Abound. And until then, we will see you on the other side. Ryan, got anything to say?
Thank you, Daniel.
I'll see you guys Sunday.
Bam! We'll see you Sunday.
Bye, y'all.